She was the young daughter abandoned by the Vermilion Bird clan. Her mother's death left her true identity uncertain. Her father and brother treated her coldly, but this man stole her away as though he had found a priceless treasure. Father, she's so tiny. A gentle puff of air might send her flying away. That's right, so you must be careful, unless you want to scare her away. The western region of Taiwan was a kingdom inhabited by beast folk, ruled by the Taiwan Empire. This wondrous kingdom was protected by the ancestors of the four sacred beasts, the azure dragon of the east and the white tiger of the west, the vermilion bird of the south and the black tortoise of the north. They carried the blood of ancient divine beasts, and each governed their own territory, along with the beast folk living within it. In the southern Vermilion Bird clan, clan leader Kuan Yin gently carried his young daughter as he approached. Are you ready, Xiaoya? He gently set Xiaoya down. Don't be nervous, Xiaoya. You can do it. Xiaoya had once been the beloved young daughter of the Vermilion Bird clan, and today her task was to become, just like her father, a majestic vermilion bird with blazing crimson feathers. It was her first beast transformation. Everyone nearby was stunned. Why are her feathers white? Vermilion birds are supposed to have red feathers from birth. Rumors began spreading. 7 years earlier, after Xiaoya was born, her mother had passed away. The only witness at the time was the maid standing nearby. Xiaoya had been born with white hair, while everyone else in the family had red hair. Could it be that madam had an affair with an outsider and gave birth to this child? Or was the baby switched at birth? The clan leader firmly believed that his late wife had been a woman as pure as snow, and he angrily refuted them. How dare you question her purity? But in beast folk society, bloodline was everything, because their power was inherited through it. To preserve the purity of the four sacred beast descendants, when a couple married, one partner's bloodline would be sealed. Kuan Yin simply believed that one of his late wife's ancestors must have had white fur. Therefore, he was convinced that Xiaoya's snow-white hair was no problem until the day of her first beast transformation. But when Xiaoya transformed into a white bird, everything changed. A red flash shot forth, slamming her directly into the ground. Kuan Yin's face was filled with disbelief. He spoke in an icy voice. Remove this child's spirit core and lock her in the cold palace. If anyone dares reveal a word of what happened today, I will show no mercy. Kuan Yin's gaze was furious and merciless. Xiaoya looked at the feathers beside her. Why don't I look like father and brother? Why are my feathers red? Xiaoya's brother approached her, his eyes filled with hatred. The next moment, he reached out and removed her spirit core. Kneeling, Xiaoya desperately begged her brother. Let me try one more time. I'll definitely succeed this time. But why you only looked at her coldly? Who told you I was your elder brother? How shameless. You've been deceiving everyone all this time. Don't let me see your face again. I'm afraid I won't be able to stop myself from cutting off those white wings of yours. Xiaoya was then locked in a freezing room. She stared at the feather in her hand, her small fingers trembling uncontrollably. Is it only because I have these white feathers? If I can successfully transform, father and brother will smile at me again. She tried desperately to gather energy, to transform again. But the next moment, blood splattered onto the ground. Brother took my spirit core away. To use the power of a sacred beast, one must possess a spirit core. In hopes of regaining the love father and brother once gave her, Xiaoya tried again and again, forcing her tiny body beyond its limits. Yet day after day, she never succeeded again. Whenever servants passed her room, they would whisper among themselves. So she really is the late madam's child with another man. If it were me, I would have thrown her out long ago. Their cold words were like steel blades scraping against her bones. Xiaoya gradually came to understand that perhaps she had never been father's daughter at all. 2 years passed in a flash. Just as everyone was beginning to forget the matter, a girl entered the Vermilion Bird estate. She had crimson red hair and handed the clan leader a crimson feather. My name is Lily. I'm 9 years old. Not long ago, I underwent my first beast transformation. Someone told me I could find my family here. The clan leader looked at Lily suspiciously. Why didn't you transform yourself instead of bringing a feather? Why should I believe you? Lily's gaze was resolute. I can do it. I really can. The next instant, she rapidly underwent beast transformation before everyone's eyes. The sight made the clan leader's eyes widen in shock. There was no doubt she possessed the pure bloodline of the Vermilion Bird. After transforming back, Lily weakly collapsed into the clan leader's arms. My spirit core is too weak. Whenever I transform, my heart bears too much strain. I was gravely ill when I was little and never received proper treatment, so it left lasting damage. The clan leader held Lily tightly. It's all my fault. I failed to recognize you sooner. Lily naturally became part of the Vermilion Bird clan. She looked at the clan leader before her. May I call you father? Of course you may. I'm delighted to have a daughter like you. Your brother is happy too. Xiaoya happened to pass by carrying a basket of laundry. So this is the young lady who just returned. Father and brother look so happy. Lily noticed Xiaoya as well. Who is that girl? She smells awful. Doesn't she ever bathe? Her brother turned away. She's just a child who works in the estate. You don't need to pay any attention to her. But as they prepared to leave, Lily pointed at Xiaoya. I want her to be my personal maid. Father and brother immediately looked worried. She's too young. She'll be very inconvenient for you to use. We can find you better servants. But Lily was stubborn. I want this girl. She'll serve me properly. The clan leader looked at Lily indulgently. As you wish. If you want something, I can give you anything. Her brother looked at the clan leader in surprise. Father, but her identity is... The clan leader raised a hand. Don't say it. This is Lily's request. Lily happily took Xiaoya's hand. The clan leader looked at her. Why are you so happy? Of course I'm happy. When I was wandering the streets, I didn't have a single friend my age. Everyone hated me because I was a beggar orphan. Deep guilt appeared on the clan leader's face. He sighed. I understand. Lily, can you go with your brother for a moment? The clan leader's words reached Xiaoya's ears. It has been a long time. You should understand your own status. Don't speak carelessly. Rumor has it that the midwife was your mother, and that she secretly switched you and Lily. If all of that is true, then Lily suffered all those hardships from such a young age. Everything that should have been hers was taken by a maid's daughter. So now, if my daughter wants anything, I will fulfill her wish without hesitation. Xiaoya gripped the laundry tightly. She had once been father's precious treasure, but to him now, she might be nothing at all. Her father's voice was cold and firm. So do not let Lily discover your true identity. If she is hurt because of you, I truly will never forgive you. Xiaoya held back the tears that were about to fall. I understand, clan leader. A month after Lily's return, she finally celebrated her 9th birthday. I heard the 5th prince proposed a marriage arrangement to the young lady today. Is that true? Does that mean she'll become a royal bride? Look at her beautiful hair. Only those of the direct Vermilion Bird bloodline possess that color. What do you think, Xiaoya? Xiaoya only felt the things in her arms growing heavier. She silently lowered her head. Indeed, you are breathtakingly beautiful. Before long, the 5th prince visited the Vermilion Bird clan. The 5th prince looked toward the Vermilion Bird clan leader. It has been a while. Lily hurried forward to greet him. Greetings, Your Highness. My name is Lily. Welcome to the Vermilion Bird territory. Xiaoya hid among the crowd. So that is the 5th prince. It is my first time seeing someone so beautiful. The 5th prince looked ahead, but his pupils suddenly widened. Is His Highness looking at me? Xiaoya quickly lowered her head. A nearby servant sneered. Are you trying to please the 5th prince now? Was stealing young Lady Lily's place not enough? Now you want to steal the prince too? The servants locked Xiaoya in a storage room. You had better stay in there until young Lady Lily's birthday banquet ends. Night fell. The moon climbed above the clouds beyond the window. Xiaoya's stomach rumbled with hunger in the storage room. She had not eaten anything all day. No one cared whether she lived or died. Ever since that incident, she had been alone. Suddenly, she heard someone calling. Xiaoya, where are you? Xiaoya looked up. To her surprise, it was the 5th prince. He opened the door and entered. I searched everywhere. So you were here? Xiaoya looked bewilderedly at the prince seated beside her. Your Highness, why are you here? And how do you know my name? The 5th prince took a pendant from his robes. Even if I return this to you, do you still not remember me? Xiaoya accepted the pendant from his hand. It was the amulet she had once worn. 3 years ago, she had gone to the imperial palace to see her brother off, before his military campaign. In the back garden, she met a young prince grieving over his mother's death. His name was Ruepu. This amulet was left to me by my mother. Whenever I miss her, looking at it comforts me. Brother Ruepu, let me lend it to you. I hope it makes you feel better. This was your mother's keepsake. I cannot accept something so precious. Xiaoya smiled at him. When you no longer feel sad, you can return it to Xiaoya. Looking at the amulet in his hand, the boy seemed to feel much better. All right, I promise I'll return it to you. Then it's settled, Brother Ruepu. I hope your grief eases soon. Xiaoya had never expected that boy to be the fifth prince. The fifth prince looked at her. I came to fulfill my promise. I was worried I might not make it in time, but I'm glad that before the day ends, I can say this. Xiaoya, happy birthday. A blush crept onto Xiaoya's face. That's right, today was Lily's 9th birthday. But no one remembered Xiaoya's birthday. Her tiny hand tightly held the amulet her mother had left her, and tears slipped helplessly down her cheeks. I am sorry. I suddenly couldn't hold back my tears. I'm just so happy. Thank you, Your Highness. The fifth prince tilted his head toward her. Don't call me Your Highness. Call me as you did before. His eyes revealed a trace of surprise. Xiaoya, what happened to you? Why are you so different from what I imagined? Can you tell me what you have experienced during this time? After years of suffering, Xiaoya finally had someone to confide in. She told the fifth prince everything. Upon hearing her story, the fifth prince fell into thought. You said all of this happened on the day of your first transformation? That seems strange. Suddenly, he appeared to remember something important and turned to Xiaoya. There is something urgent I need to investigate, so I must return to the palace at once. Xiaoya, don't be too sad. I promise I will return soon. He crouched before Xiaoya and hooked pinkies with her, just as he had years ago. When I come back, I want to take you to the imperial palace. Naturally, I will need your consent. But unknown to them, someone was eavesdropping beside the window. It was Lily. She clenched her fists. Who exactly has this girl attached herself to, for His Highness to want to come take her away himself? I hated her the moment I first saw her, and I still do. That pretty face of hers, and the way father and brother secretly watch her, I hate it all. That's why I deliberately made her my maid, so she would understand her place. But now, things seem to be moving in another direction. The next time His Highness comes, he will surely take her away. I must get rid of her before he returns. Xiaoya looked at the amulet that had been taken from her. Please return it to me, young lady. I really didn't steal it. Could it be that you got it from His Highness the fifth prince? Who would believe that? A maid cried out in surprise. Isn't this the late madam's amulet? Lily had also learned where the amulet came from. She glared at Xiaoya and shouted, why do you have my mother's belongings? Answer me at once. Remembering her father's warning not to let anyone discover the truth, Xiaoya thought, it seems I need to leave quickly. But Lily pointed at her. So it was you. You were the thief who stole my place. Overwhelmed by emotion, Lily fainted the next moment. Lily lay in bed and made an unreasonable demand of Xiaoya's brother. If you do not want to see me die, then get rid of her. Her brother sighed. All right, I understand. If she has hurt you, I will make her disappear from before your eyes. His cold words reached Xiaoya's ears, making her eyes widen in fear. The following day, inside a pavilion, I heard you were looking for me, young master. Xiaoya lowered her head, not daring to look at her brother. He will surely make me leave the Vermilion Bird clan immediately. After all, young Lady Lily said such things yesterday. But to her surprise, her brother turned to her with a smile. Xiaoya, I'm very sorry that I've always treated you so coldly. Xiaoya's eyes were full of astonishment. It's all right, young master. Come to think of it, today is the final day of the summer festival. Would you like to go and see it? You have always been curious about the summer festival, haven't you? Xiaoya stared at her brother in disbelief. She never expected him to remember. Back then, he had told her that once she completed her first beast transformation, he would take her to the summer festival. Her brother reached into his robes and took out a spirit core. I will return your spirit core to you now. Xiaoya looked at the spirit core before her. Her feelings were mixed. For a brother who hated seeing her transform, returning her spirit core meant that whether she could transform or not no longer mattered to him. The bustling street was packed with people and filled with joyous laughter. Xiaoya stared wide-eyed at the fruit skewers before her. Here, Xiaoya, these are your favorite fruit skewers. Then her brother went to another stall. Give me a bracelet inlaid with red gemstones. It's a gift for my sister. The vendor smiled cheerfully. The young lady beside, you must be your sister. She will surely be delighted. Her brother pointed at another bracelet. I'll take this one too. Xiaoya accepted it, her face blooming with joy. Thank you so much, young master. I have always wanted to visit the summer festival. I never expected you to remember. But Xiaoya's brother looked at her with an almost imperceptible expression on his face. Soon, they arrived on a large bridge. Her brother turned to leave. I have something to do. Wait here for me. But an inexplicable vision suddenly appeared in Xiaoya's mind. What is this? In the vision, her brother was speaking with a man dressed in black. The man in black looked at him. She is dead. Xiaoya snapped awake. He said I was dead. What did that mean? Was I dreaming? Her brother suddenly turned back. I'll return shortly. Do not leave this place, no matter what. Xiaoya looked at him and seemed to understand something. So this may be the moment I was abandoned. I understand, young master. I will wait here. Stars filled the night sky, and candle flames flickered inside the bridge lanterns. Xiaoya sat alone at the side of the bridge. Brother seems to have forgotten completely. Peaches are young Lady Lily's favorite fruit, but eating peaches gives me a fever. It makes my throat burn. Perhaps I will be fine if I endure it, but now I have no money and no home. What should I do? Suddenly, a cold flash appeared before Xiaoya. Startled, she leaped to her feet. A throwing knife was embedded in the ground. A figure slowly emerged from the darkness. When Xiaoya saw the person before her, her eyes widened in terror. It was the same man from her vision. Xiaoya realized that what she saw might not have been an illusion. It was the future that was destined to happen. I never expected brother to want me dead. After learning the truth, Xiaoya's heart went cold. Then a voice suddenly sounded in her mind. Run. Xiaoya did not know why she heard that voice, but she knew that if she did not run, she would truly lose her life. The dark street was empty. Xiaoya ran forward with all her strength. She could not help looking back, but her foot struck a stone and she fell to the ground. The bracelet her brother had given her that day shattered across the ground. The assassin chased after her. Finally caught you, little rat. The assassin stared coldly at her and raised his sword. A flash of steel followed. Xiaoya sat on the ground in despair. So this time, I really am going to die. But suddenly, the sound of metal striking metal rang through the air. Xiaoya could not help opening her eyes and looking up. She still held onto a faint hope. Could father have come to save me? But the sudden appearance of the man before her left her stunned. He wore a black robe, embroidered on its back with a roaring white tiger. Once the noble young daughter of the Vermilion Bird clan, she had now been cast onto the streets. Her father despised her uncertain identity, and her brother had even tried to kill her. The blood bond she once cherished had completely crumbled away. Bai Xian, the White Tiger clan leader, was the fifth prince's mentor and had been ordered to travel to the southern Vermilion Bird territory. Bai Xian knelt before the prince. Your complexion does not look well. Should you rest a little longer? The prince looked at Bai Xian. It is nothing. There is something I must ask of you today. Go to the Vermilion Bird territory and steal the most precious thing there. Bai Xian stared at the fifth prince in shock. Why should I steal it? It was a task whose purpose he could not understand. Do it, Bai Xian. Once the task is complete, I will give you the dragon blood grass you have been desperately searching for. Legend said that dragon blood grass was nourished by dragon blood. It was the only spiritual medicine capable of cleansing a contaminated spirit core. This was an offer Bai Xian could not refuse. Yet he had doubts. The most precious thing in the Vermilion Bird territory, aside from the Vermilion Bird clan's divine art, seemed to have no equal. But was that truly all the prince wanted? A cold flash swept through the dark street. Bai Xian's sword struck, cutting down an assassin who had been about to attack. Looking at the fallen killer, Bai Xian looked surprised. This is the emblem of the three-legged golden crow. They are the Vermilion Bird clan's assassination force. Why would this assassin try to kill a little girl? Xiaoya trembled from head to toe, her large eyes fixed on Bai Xian. For an instant, she thought she saw her father's back. Only father had shoulders so tall and strong. Looking at the broken bracelets scattered on the ground, she realized how foolish that thought was. Father would never protect me now. Hey, little furball, are you all right? I'm not little furball. My name is Xiaoya. Bai Xian smiled. Your name is just like you, soft and squishy. The next moment, a sharp glint flashed in his eyes. Little one, what grudge do you have against those bird heads? They are three-legged golden crow assassins who serve the Vermilion Bird clan. Xiaoya lowered her head. So it really was not a hallucination. Brother truly wants to kill me. Tears fell. More than the fear of death, her brother's cruel indifference broke her heart. Bai Xian looked at the silently crying Xiaoya and broke into a cold sweat. Oh dear, I am not good at comforting children. A little furball like you wandering outside so late is too dangerous. I will take you home. Xiaoya wiped away her tears. It's all right. I ran away from home. Ran away from home? Won't your family worry about you? No, I don't have a family. Bai Xian looked at Xiaoya. An idea forming in his mind. I do not know what the most precious thing in the Vermilion Bird territory is, but I can see that this child has a deep connection to the Vermilion Bird clan. In that case, I will steal you away, little furball. Xiaoya turned around in shock. Do you mean you want to kidnap me? Of all the things Bai Xian had seen in the south, Xiaoya was what moved him most. Little furball, are you willing to let me take you away? Xiaoya looked at Bai Xian. Her father's image surfaced in her mind again. Perhaps I can never again be father's daughter or brother's sister. But if I stay here, brother will truly kill me. I don't want to die. If I follow this man, perhaps I can survive. Xiaoya clenched her little fists. I do not want to stay here anymore. Please take me away. Bai Xian lifted Xiaoya into his arms. Excellent. My name is Bai Xian. I am the leader of the West. From now on, I'll call you little furball. This is by mutual consent, so you must never expose me later. Xiaoya shook her head vigorously in his arms. I promise I will never expose you. The next moment, Xiaoya slowly slumped into Bai Xian's arms. No one cares about me anyway. They may even be happy if I disappear. Little furball, what is wrong? Why is your face so hot? Under the clear sky, within the white tiger manor of the West, father, she's so tiny. A gentle puff of air might blow her away. That's right, so you must be very careful. After an unknown amount of time, Xiaoya slowly opened her eyes. Where am I? Bai Xian and the little boy beside him looked at her with concern. Little furball, you're finally awake. Xiaoya gradually regained her senses. I remember fainting just now. Did he bring me here? Bai Xian turned to his servant. Go examine this child's body. Xiaoya was startled. You do not need to examine me. It is because I ate peaches. I will get better on my own after a while. Bai Xian's expression darkened. So they knew little furball would get sick from eating peaches, and they still gave them to her? He turned and gave an order. Remove every peach tree in the manor. At once, the boy looked at Xiaoya in confusion. Father, who exactly is this child? I picked her up on the road. More accurately, I stole her. Father, have you decided to become a thief? Xiaoya interrupted them. My name is Xiaoya. All right, little furball. From now on, you will live here. Xiaoya looked at Bai Xian, unconsciously clutching the blanket tighter. What will happen next? The next morning, a woman arrived at Xiaoya's bedside early. Young miss, are you awake? Xiaoya was startled by the woman before her. Who are you? My apologies. I am Hu Yinner of the Red Fox clan. Beginning today, I shall serve you. I am Nan Shinho of the Black Wolf clan. I will protect your safety, young Mississippi. We look forward to serving you well. Their enthusiasm made Xiaoya anxious. Young Miss is an honorable title, like the one Lily has. It does not suit someone wicked like me. You are the clan leader's guest. Naturally, you are young miss. Xiaoya looked at her dirty little hands. I cannot cause trouble for others because of myself. But the two attendants looked disappointed. To disrespect a guest is to disrespect the clan leader. Please allow us to show our respect to the clan leader. All right, I'll do as you say. The two attendants exchanged smiles. Then, young miss, shall we begin with a bath? Young miss, your white hair is so beautiful. You are absolutely adorable. Do you know that within the Taiwan Empire, aside from the Imperial Palace, there are 4 great palaces known as the 4 Palaces? In the east lies the Azure Sea Dragon Palace. In the west, the White Tiger Mountain Palace. In the south, the Vermilion Bird Heaven Palace. And in the north, the Black Tortoise Imperial Palace. Xiaoya lowered her head, lost in memories. Father used to say the same thing. Our Vermilion Bird clan possesses the grandest palace in the south. But now all of that was in the past. The Emperor recognizes the strength of the 4 great clans, and our White Tiger Palace is one of them. Xiaoya finally understood. That tiger really is the lord of the White Tiger Palace. She could not help asking, last night, who was the little boy beside Lord Bai Xian? He is our youngest young master. There are 3 young masters here. The eldest, Bai Jia, is 15 years old. He is not especially warm, but he is very upright. The second young master is Bai Jiaxian, and he is 11. And the one peeking at you through the door crack over there is our 3rd young master, Bai Jialv. He is 10 years old. At this hour, the 3rd young master should be practicing swordsmanship. Bai Jialv had not expected to be discovered. When Xiaoya turned to look at him, he froze in shock. The next moment, like a frightened mouse, he hurriedly hid to the side. His behavior made Hu Yinner laugh. It seems the 3rd young master must want to be friends with you. Xiaoya silently lowered her head. Be friends with me? How could that be possible? Why would you think that? Because he thinks you are very cute. Look, young Mississippi, this is the special double bun hairstyle Yinner made for you. Don't you think it is adorable? Xiaoya looked up at Hu Yen'er. Yen'er, may I visit Lord Sion? It was Lord Sion himself who carried me into this room. From now on, you will stay in this room for the time being. I almost misunderstood that as permission to remain here forever. Still, I hope for the time being lasts a little longer because it has been so long since I felt such warmth. Before long, Xiaoya changed into neat clothes and went to visit by Sion. Hello, I am He Zhulong, sworn to serve Lord Sion. What brings you here? He Zhulong, I came to thank Lord Sion. I will take you to see the clan leader now. Please follow me. Clan leader, young Miss Little Furball, is here to see you. She says she wants to greet you. By Sion, turn around. That is wonderful. It seems Little Furball is lively again. Xiaoya looked ahead nervously. The one constantly staring at me seems to be the second young master of the White Tiger Palace. He does not seem to like me. Xiaoya's little feet trembled. I came to pay my respects to Lord Sion. Thank you very much. Thank you for saving me and treating me, and for giving me a warm bed and clean clothes. Xiaoya's politeness is surprised by Sion. I'm glad you like them. How do you feel now? I feel much better. The fever has gone down, and my throat no longer hurts. A large hand gently stroked Xiaoya's head. You look much better when you are not in pain. Bai Sion looked toward his second son, Jiaxian. Take Little Furball on a tour of the White Tiger Palace. Little Furball, you met him yesterday, right? This is my son, Bai Jiaxian. Xiaoya did not dare raise her head. This second young master does not seem to like me very much. Bai Jiaxian sighed. Understood, father. Xiaoya could not help looking up. Bai Jiaxian, who had looked stern moments ago, now held out his hand with a smile. All right, your name is Xiaoya, correct? Would you like to tour the White Tiger Palace with me? Xiaoya hesitantly reached out her hand. Yes. All right. Behind them, Bai Sion quietly watched the scene. They looked so close, just like real siblings. How adorable. Xiaoya looked at Bai Jiaxian ahead of her and gathered her courage. Second young master. Bai Jiaxian turned around, his face becoming stern once more. The young daughter cast out by the Vermilion Bird clan was secretly brought home by the White Tiger clan leader. Yet how would his three sons treat this precious affection? Bai Jiaxian looked at Xiaoya. What is father thinking, giving the Western Territory crown to a child whose background even I cannot see through? In the White Tiger clan, there was a rule. If the clan leader's next generation had no daughters, a girl from a collateral branch could be registered into the family. The family needed to choose a bride to offer to an imperial prince, and that position existed to select a candidate. They say the Western Territory is filled with fierce beasts, but she clearly is not a tiger. Her little hands are so white and soft. Could she be a cat? But cats are not this gentle. Or perhaps she is a rabbit. She looks like she could live on nothing but grass. A rabbit would suit her perfectly. Though Bai Jiaxian was young, his mind was quick. Could father be planning to make this little girl my sister? Before long, they arrived at the back garden. Bai Jiaxian turned and smiled. These flowers are beautiful, aren't they? Though Xiaoya was young, she had already seen through Bai Jiaxian's impatience. After hesitating, she could not help speaking. Second young master, you must be very busy, right? Bai Jiaxian stammered. I'm rather busy. Thank you for taking me around the garden despite being so busy. If you have matters to attend to, please go. I can look around by myself. Bai Jiaxian felt greatly relieved and hurried away. Xiaoya sighed. I almost made a mistake. I only thought he disliked me. It seems I was mistaken. Painful memories surfaced. She had always been a child everyone disliked. Xiaoya looked to the side, her eyes widening in surprise. It was the White Tiger clan's third young master, Bai Jialv, hiding beside the doorway and secretly watching her. Hello, young master Bai Jialv. Bai Jialv panicked. Xiaoya had spotted him. What should he do now? In his panic, his heel caught on the threshold and he fell. As Xiaoya walked toward him, Bai Jialv became flustered. Wait, don't come closer. Xiaoya looked anxious. But you were hurt just now. Bai Jialv lowered his head and saw that a large patch of skin had been scraped off his knee. Pain made his entire body tremble. Though tears filled his eyes, he rose and pointed at Xiaoya. I am Bai Jialv of the Great White Tiger clan. I would never cry over such a small injury. The next moment, he turned and fled in a panic. Xiaoya watched his retreating figure in confusion. Did he get angry because I saw him fall? At that moment, Hu Yen'er and the other attendant came over. Young miss, we finally found you. The second young master was so inconsiderate. How could he leave you here alone? Xiaoya hurriedly explained. The second young master is very kind. You show me around everywhere. Hu Yen'er took Xiaoya's hand. Our young miss is so sweet. Let us return to your room now. On the way back, Xiaoya remained downcast. She looked at Hu Yen'er. The third young master hurt his leg because of me. Why are you worrying about something like that? Young masters often get bruises and scrapes. You do not need to worry. The third young master is an exceptionally fierce tiger. Yet this fierce little tiger was currently howling miserably. Be gentler. It really hurts. At least she did not see my weak side. A servant teased him. By the way, that girl is not even a tiger. Why did you run away so fast? Tears welled in by Jiao's eyes. I think she's just a little puppy. Puppies have those sparkling tear tracks, and they cannot groom their own fur, so it gets all messy. But the dogfolk among beast folk are naturally tough. Doesn't that young lady seem a little too delicate? So what exactly is she? She is not covered in spines like a hedgehog, and her neck is not long like a little deer's. Perhaps she is not a beast native to the West. After all, the clan leader picked her up in the South. That must be it. The third young master spent all day following little Furball around. When Bai Xian heard this, he laughed heartily. Even that brat has begun to like little Furball. This scene is far too harmonious. One little fellow chasing an even smaller one everywhere. It is so amusing. He Zhulong looked at Bai Xian in confusion. Clan leader, that little Furball. She is not your illegitimate daughter hidden among commoners, is she? You went to meet His Highness the Prince and somehow returned with a little girl. Not to mention, you gave her a room of her own. Bai Xian felt awkward. An illegitimate daughter? What a ridiculous misunderstanding. Then what is her background? You cannot seriously claim you picked her up from the roadside. Bai Xian clenched his fist. To be honest, she just happened to drift into my path. But thinking carefully, was that truly only a coincidence? The fifth prince had specifically told him that the most precious thing in the Vermilion Bird territory did not belong there. Someone like you would recognize it at a glance. If you can do this, I will grant you the dragon blood grass you have sought for so long. Dragon blood grass was a spiritual medicine said to be nourished by the blood of a dragon's lair, blooming only once when an emperor ascended the throne. An ordinary prince could never obtain it. Yet the fifth prince promised him, I will become emperor. Before this year ends, I will give you the dragon blood grass. In Bai Xian's memory, the fifth prince's expression had never been so serious. The most precious thing of the Vermilion Bird clan. That could be troublesome. If I take that thing and run away, never to return, it would not be something just anyone could possess. You only need to ensure that it reaches me from where it came. A hidden prince, a transaction involving something stolen from the Vermilion Bird territory. Could all this truly be coincidence? Clan leader, you took out the Western Territory crown that was meant for the candidate young lady. Everyone has their doubts. Do you truly intend to let that fluffy little girl take that position? Bai Xian looked thoughtful. I do not have a daughter, after all. If she called me father, that would not sound so bad. He Zhulong grew anxious. Adopting a young lady is an important matter for the entire clan. It cannot be decided simply because she is pretty and adorable. Bai Xian covered his ears. I know, but there are no other young ladies from suitable families. Clan leader, I understand that the young lady's circumstances are indeed unfortunate, but it will be better to send her to a suitable family for adoption. Bai Xian's expression immediately darkened. You cold-faced red tiger with no heart and no tears, do you not worry at all about that little cotton ball? He Zhulong was about to continue persuading him when Hu Yener entered. Bai Xian looked toward her. What happened? I have something to tell you. About the young lady from the West. I think there is something wrong with her. Why is she so weak? If she is this weak, she will not survive. Young master, if the clan leader finds out you are neglecting your training like this, you will be in trouble. Go away. I'm doing something very important right now. I had to find out little Furball's true identity. She looks so small and fragile. I have always worried that if I got too close to her, I might frighten her into fainting. But suddenly, Xiaoya truly fainted. Bai Jiao was badly startled. She really collapsed. Little Furball, are you all right? Where are you? At last, Bai Jiao found a fainted white bird on the ground. He looked confused. Could this little bird be young Miss Little Furball? The servant beside him looked excited. This must be young Miss Little Furball. Look at that adorable little tail wagging. Apart from Little Furball, there is no other creature here that could be this cute. Bai Jiao looked at little Furball in his hands and sensed something was wrong. Wait, there seems to be something wrong with her spirit core. Bai Jiao's voice echoed through the ceremonial hall. Aunt Siluo, are you here? A woman emerged. What an insolent beast, breaking into the sacred hall without permission. This woman was Bai Siluo, priestess of the White Tiger Palace. She looked at Bai Jiao with a headache. So is one of Bai Xian's cubs. Bai Jiao anxiously began to cry. Aunt Siluo, hurry and save little Furball. She suddenly made strange noises. and then fainted. Bai Siluo lowered her head. Do not panic. Let me take a look. She slowly reached toward little Furball. A faint radiance flowed around Xiaoya's body. But suddenly, her eyes opened wide in shock. She pointed at the servant nearby. Go summon Bai Sion immediately. Meanwhile, in the southern Vermilion Bird Palace. How was that girl Xiaoya now? The assassin's report seemed to stir something within Huayu. She is dead. The assassin took an item from his robes. This was found where she disappeared. Huayu looked at it in his hand. This is the bracelet I gave her that day. I understand. So she is dead now? He clenched the bracelet and held it against his chest. I never intended to kill her. Truly. I only wanted her to disappear from before Lily's eyes, because Lily was always upset whenever Xiaoya was around. They had not found a body, but even if she were still alive, she could not have survived for long. Bai Siluo stated the results of her examination. This child's spirit core has been severely damaged. Did you not notice? Bai Sion's face darkened. A spirit core can only be examined while someone is in beast transformation. I have never seen little Furball transform, and there may be more to it. This child's spirit core appears to have been deliberately destroyed. Her heartless father and ruthless brother had never truly let Xiaoya go, even after she fled the Vermilion Bird territory. Her shattered spirit core was the clearest proof. Bai Sion's eyes were filled with shock. She endured for so long without a spirit core? That must be why she is so small. Without a spirit core, she could not grow normally. Stealing a spirit core was something only those with immense authority could do. That authority was granted only to the 4 great clans. Quan Yiyun, leader of the Vermilion Bird clan, had actually taken this girl's spirit core. Bai Sion looked at the unconscious Xiaoya. How could a man renowned for his kindness in the south do something like this? Bai Siluo looked helpless as well. It seems her spirit core was deliberately destroyed. Anger rose in Bai Sion's eyes. Why is that man so vicious? He deliberately destroyed this child's spirit core. Come to think of it, the attendant who came earlier said something similar. Clan leader, I have something to report regarding the young lady from the west. When I helped her bathe, I found scars covering her neck and shoulders. Judging from her condition, she must have suffered abuse for a long time. Bai Suyin frowned. It seems I'll have to send someone south to investigate. Bai Siluo turned to look at her. I've already given her a dose of precious spiritual medicine. She needs to rest and recuperate now. But if we can't properly deal with her spirit core, the root of the problem cannot be solved. And you should know that the only way to repair a spirit core is with dragon bloodgrass. Bai Jialv suddenly widened his tear-filled eyes. Little Fluffball is finally awake. Father and son both looked at her anxiously, their eyes full of concern. Little Fluffball, are you all right? Little Fluffball, what does it hurt? Xiaoya rubbed her eyes. Lore Bai Sion. Young miss, where am I? I remember I was on a rock, and then I accidentally made a bet. Xiaoya sat up anxiously. I'm sorry. Did I cause trouble for everyone again? I really am an awful little bird. Bai Sion looked quietly at Xiaoya, his eyes filled with affection and helplessness. How could you possibly be causing us trouble? He reached out and gently stroked her head. Don't worry, little Fluffball. Bai Jialv leaned closer to inspect her. Father, you made little Fluffball cry. It's all your fault. No, I just yawned. She smacked herself hard with her little hand. Look, I'm all better now. Bai Sion lowered his head. Little Fluffball must be terribly sleepy. That's why she yawns so much. Bai Siluo looked at Xiaoya. Little bird who looks like a cotton ball. Let's have a chat. Bai Sion turned around. Little Fluffball still needs rest. Bai Siluo was speechless. As the priestess of the White Tiger Temple, I have something to discuss with her. Do you think I'm going to eat her? Bai Jialv cried out anxiously. What's going on? Auntie, are you going to eat little Fluffball? Bai Siluo's expression twisted. How could you two think of something so horrifying? Auntie, she's too little to handle an expression as fierce as yours. You two are so noisy. Get out of my sight immediately. Xiaoya stared at Bai Siluo in surprise. Are you saying my spirit core has shattered? So you didn't know? Your spirit core has been completely destroyed for a long time. Xiaoya could not understand it all. Huayu, the brother who had once taken away her spirit core. Did you hate me that much? Enough to destroy my spirit core. Her heart chilled as tears streamed down her face. Xiaoya's body trembled uncontrollably. Bai Siluo scratched her head. I'm really not good at comforting children. Let me introduce myself. I'm Bai Siluo, priestess of the White Tiger Temple. This is the temple under my care. This place is very well soundproofed. In other words, you can cry as loudly as you want here. Xiaoya stood there with tears in her eyes. What do you have to cry about? The saddest person should be Miss Lily. You're so annoying. Hurry up and leave. When I was in the Vermilion Bird clan, whenever she cried, everyone would become angry. Don't tell me you want me to hold you in my arms and comfort you. That's not it. All right, you really are a clingy child. Bai Siluo stroked Xiaoya's head. You're like a little fluff ball soaked through with water. Hu Yin'er and Nan Xinho also had tears in their eyes. Young miss, we're truly sorry. We should have stayed by your side all along. Please don't say that. Why are you apologizing? That won't do. From now on, we'll hold hands wherever we go. From that day onward, Hu Yin'er and Nan Xinho followed Xiaoya wherever she went. And there was one more person. Young miss, shouldn't you be at the training grounds right now? You're so weak that you collapse at the slightest thing. So I have no choice. I, the great third young master of the White Tiger clan, must personally protect you. Xiaoya's eyes widened. What? Why me? Bai Jiao blushed as he finally came up with a flimsy reason. Because I'd worry that you might run into a ghost. Xiaoya's mouth fell open in fright. Are there ghosts here too? Of course, of course. There's a terrifying ghost in the White Tiger Hall. It specializes in catching children like you. This was the first time Bai Jiao had seen Xiaoya after she spoke. She was only about the size of his palm, with a pair of fluffy, little wings instead of hands. And such tiny legs. Could she really walk with them? Her snow-white feathers looked so soft and fluffy to the touch. She was just too adorable. If there are ghosts, wouldn't you be in danger too, young master? It's fine. I'm the third young master of the White Tiger clan. I'm not afraid of ghosts. I'm a ferocious tiger. My teeth are incredibly sharp, and my claws are as hard as steel. Xiaoya seemed unconvinced. Looks like I have no choice but to show you what a majestic tiger looks like. The next second, Bai Jiao transformed into his beast form right in front of Xiaoya. Well, isn't this majestic? You're so cute. Your paw pads are pink. They look so soft. And your fur is so soft too. Little fluff ball. Now let me see your beast transformation. Xiaoya did not dare to try. I can't do it, and I'm not pretty at all. Anyway, I can't. If he sees my beast form, he'll definitely find it disgusting. Everyone always looks at me with those strange eyes. A ball rolled down the corridor. The little tiger looked excited. Little fluff ball, can we play catch? Throw it over here. Bai Jiaxian watched the scene from the second floor. What is that brat doing? During training time, he's secretly playing catch. He's only a little tiger who hasn't even reached his second growth stage yet. When will he ever grow up? The girl playing with Jialf. If she runs around like that, what if she faints again? Jialf must have asked her to play. She couldn't refuse him, so she's forcing herself to keep him company. Just like how she clearly can't eat peaches, yet still ate them. Are you worried about Miss Xiaoya? Of course not. Who would worry about a child who can't even take care of herself? What I'm concerned about now is that the young tigers from the branch clans should be arriving soon. This year's Mountain Lord Festival is bound to be lively. The Mountain Lord Festival was an event where young members of the tiger clans gathered at the White Tiger Temple to compete for the title of Mountain Lord. But this year was somewhat different. The result of the festival would determine which new young lady could be formally registered into the White Tiger clan. Thus, every tiger clan was striving for this advantage. Bai Jiaxian pondered, which children should I pay attention to at this Mountain Lord Festival? First, Miss Alang of the Brown Tiger clan. She's too foolish to be a suitable representative. Miss Sha Hui of the Black Tiger clan is too ugly. It would already be good enough if she doesn't disgrace her clan. And then there's Miss Shi Yao of the Yin Tiger clan. But I don't like her very much. Young master, you're far too blunt. Then what kind of person do you prefer? Bai Jiaxian looked ahead, his gaze deep. Anyway, sooner or later, I'll have a younger sister. Maybe someone a little smaller, a little fairer, and a little later would be best. Hao Yana handed Xiaoya a water flask. The third young master never stops causing trouble. He was finally dragged off to train. And even though you feel so unwell, you force yourself to play with him because of the third young master. No, I was really happy playing with him. Are there really ghosts in the White Tiger Temple? Are you asking about what the third young master said? Are you afraid of ghosts? What girl isn't? Xiaoya's eyes widened as she looked ahead. It's not that I'm afraid. I'm more worried that the ghosts might take the young masters away. The little tigers are so cute. I think I need to protect them. If they heard you say that, they'd certainly be happy. Xiaoya hugged the gourd flask, her eyes full of joy. Really? Ghosts are a little scary, but it's all right. I'll definitely protect the young masters. Xiaoya had finally found someone to rely on in the White Tiger clan. The concerned gazes of Bai Xian and his sons were so genuine. But how long could this small happiness last? Bai Xian covered his chest with a hand. Every 2 weeks, his chest would suffer the same agonizing pain as it had that day. In that battle, his spirit core had also sustained irreversible damage. Such heart-rending pain. I never expected such a small child to have endured this suffering all along. Sister temporarily restored her body, but unless we completely repair her spirit core, the root problem cannot be solved, and the only way to fully repair a spirit core is dragon bloodgrass. Speaking of which, the prince who promised to give me dragon bloodgrass hasn't contacted me since that day. He said that after handling matters in the imperial palace, he was going to check on her. Could that cautious prince be planning something in the palace? Cyan could not help but feel a headache coming on. It seems I won't sleep well tonight either. Dim moonlight shone through the window as a tiny figure crept inside. It was Xiaoya. She held a small ornament in her hand, her eyes filled with determination. A few hours earlier, Xiaoya had innocently believed by Jiao's claim that there were ghosts in the manor. The Vermilion Bird clan members often said, "What are those ghosts doing? Why don't they take away this wicked girl who made Miss Lily suffer?" Perhaps the ghost refused to take her because she's too filthy. The servants often burned anything Xiaoya had touched, saying that even ghosts would avoid it. Xiaoya clenched her little fists. If I put something I carry with me by the roadside, then the ghosts won't be able to harm them. Xiaoya spread her hands. But I don't have anything that belongs to me. I lost the sachet from the temple fair, and the bracelet Brother Hua you gave me broke. Her little mind turned and turned until she finally came up with an idea. If I clean these little stones, they should be useful. These little stones have all passed through my hands. I only need to place them beside Lord Cyan and the young masters. Night fell, and Xiaoya secretly slipped out of her room. But when she saw the darkness outside, she fearfully shrank back. Hu Yenner came over to ask, "Young miss, it's time for bed. Are you going out?" "So, you're making ghost-repelling charms for the clan leader and the young masters. They'll surely be happy." He Zhulong looked at them in confusion. "Little Fluffball, why are you here so late?" "Oh, these are ghost-repelling charms made by little Fluffball herself. I'm so jealous of the clan leader. I'm actually terribly afraid of ghosts, too. I want one as well." "Then I'll make one for you too." "Really? Then let's pinky promise." Hu Yenner protested. "Young miss, that's unfair. You see me every day, yet you're making one for this old fox first." "All right, Yenner, I'll make one for you first. Then, young miss, you may go inside and give the charm to the clan leader." In the study, Cyan had already fallen asleep. Xiaoya looked at Cyan. Lord Cyan must be very tired. I absolutely mustn't wake him. But suddenly, Cyan groaned in pain. Xiaoya jumped in fright. "What should I do? Am I too late? Have the ghosts already latched onto him? Please, ghosts, stop tormenting Lord Cyan." Suddenly, the charm in her palm emitted a dazzling light. The next morning, Cyan stretched lazily. "Why do I feel unusually refreshed today? It must be because yesterday was the full moon, when dark energy is strongest." Suddenly, he noticed a small object on the table. "What is this?" He Zhulong happened to enter. "This is the ghost-repelling charm little Fluffball left for you yesterday." "A ghost-repelling charm? Are there ghosts in the White Tiger Temple that I don't know about?" "About that, it was the third young master who told her so. That child keeps saying strange things all day long. Still, I slept very well all night with this thing little Fluffball gave me. Maybe it really works. With her tiny body, she actually wants to protect me. It's quite heartwarming. Since you received such a lovely gift, why not give her something in return? Last winter, His Majesty gave me his sword. I don't need it anyway. Why not give that sword to her? Heavens, only young masters would like something like that. You really don't understand girls. Girls her age prefer cute and delicate things. That's prejudice. Don't assume girls don't like swords. But it's a real sword, heavy and sharp. What if little Fluffball gets hurt while playing with it? Little Fluffball getting hurt? That definitely won't do. But what would she like? Meanwhile, in her room, Hu Yenner was urging Xiaoya to drink her medicine. Xiaoya lifted the large bowl of medicine in front of her. The next second, she drank it all without hesitation. The herbal medicine was bitter beyond belief, yet she did not make a sound. If it were the third young master, he would probably have already run away screaming. How could she be so obedient? "Now that you've finished your medicine, would you like some snacks?" Seeing Hu Yenner's outstretched hand, Xiaoya opened her mouth. "So sweet. It's been so long since I had such delicious candy." Lord Cyan said, "I can stay here temporarily. I truly hope that this temporary stay can last a very, very long time. Long enough for me to remember this sweetness forever." A knock sounded at the door. "Miss Little Fluffball, are you in your room?" "This is a gift from Lord Cyan. He said it is thanks for your charm. Shall we open it now?" Xiaoya slowly opened the box. Inside was a fluffy little tiger doll. Don't just stare at it. Hurry and hug it. This is a gift from the clan leader. Xiaoya carefully held it in her arms. Soft and fluffy. It's so soft. Meanwhile, back in the Vermilion Bird clan, Father, look, a flower has bloomed here that is the same color as my hair. Yes, it's very beautiful, just like you. Kuan Yuyun showed a trace of relief. I was worried that incident would hurt Lily, but seeing that she recovered so quickly, I'm relieved. At that moment, someone approached them from behind. Father, there is something I must tell you. That child is dead. Not long afterward, the two arrived in the study. I only intended to send her farther away from the Vermilion Bird estate. But when the three-legged Golden Crow agents carrying out the order arrived, that child had already vanished. Only bloodstains remained. We found this sachet nearby. Father, do you know what the sachet is for? Kuan Yuyun looked utterly incredulous. Father, what if I can't become a majestic vermilion bird like you and brother? What should I do? Put one of Father's feathers into this pouch. As long as you carry it like a protective charm, everything will go well. No matter what, even if you fail, you will always be my daughter. If she had failed her transformation back then and had not turned into a snow-white bird, would things have been different? Kuan Yuyun looked at the feather in his hand. I never thought that she had carried the feather I gave her all this time. He slammed his hand against the table. Find that child, no matter what. Hua Yu looked agitated. Even if she isn't dead, she won't live long. Her spirit core was destroyed long ago. Kuan Yuyun looked coldly at Hua Yu. Regardless, bring back her body at least. Only then will I be certain whether she is truly dead. Kuan Yuyun had learned of Xiaoya's supposed death from Hua Yu, and old memories flooded back. Perhaps at that moment, there was a trace of regret in his heart. Meanwhile, Bai Jiao looked proudly at Bai Jiaxian. Look, this is the ghost-repelling charm I got from Lil Fluffball. Bai Jiaxian was speechless. What nonsense are you talking about? Where would ghosts come from? Suddenly, he seemed to recall something. Wait, if that's what you mean, then the thing the child left in my room yesterday must have been the previous night. Xiaoya had secretly entered his room. Bai Jiaxian pretended to sleep, wanting to see what she was doing. At daybreak, he found a small stone left on his table. What an irritating prank. He had directly thrown it into the trash. Bai Jiao trailed behind Bai Jiaxian, chattering endlessly. Brother, didn't you see little Fluffball transform? I saw her. She was so tiny and cute. But why is little Fluffball afraid of transforming? It's so strange. Maybe it's because she's too cute and is afraid someone might kidnap her. Brother, what should we do? What if little Fluffball gets hurt? Why did you suddenly stop? When did we get to the training grounds? Master, you ran away while I wasn't around yesterday too. Are you trying to do it again today? Bai Jiaxian grabbed Bai Jiao by the scruff. Hurry up and take him away. When did we get to the training grounds? Master, you ran away while I wasn't around yesterday too. Are you trying to do it again today? Bai Jiaxian grabbed Bai Jiao by the scruff. Hurry up and take him away. At last, Bai Jiao was reluctantly dragged away by his master. Bai Jiaxian watched him leave and sighed. Finally, some peace and quiet. Xiaoya, covered in dirt, was searching for something among the flowers. Suddenly, someone came up beside her. She turned around and saw Bai Jiaxian approaching. Xiaoya hurriedly got to her feet and greeted him. Hello, second young master. Hello, Xiaoya. Are you playing alone in the garden? Oh, right, Xiaoya. You left trash in my room last night. That kind of prank is very troublesome. Xiaoya had not expected the second young master to think that stone was trash. It was a protective charm she had painstakingly made. But in the eyes of a noble young master, it probably really did look like trash. From now on, without my permission, do not enter my room. You aren't even considered one of the White Tiger clan. Xiaoya quickly lowered her head and apologized. I'm sorry, young master. It won't happen again. But after saying those words, Bai Jiaxian inexplicably felt guilty. He did not linger. I'll be going now. Have fun here. Xiaoya wiped her little face. Maybe it's because the charm just looked like a stone. I should use better materials to make a charm for the second young master. But the best material I have is that little tiger doll. That was a gift from Lord Sion, so I definitely can't give it away casually. Just then, a sedan chair stopped in the courtyard. Guest had arrived at the White Tiger clan. After completing his training, Bai Jiao eagerly ran over to play with Xiaoya. He looked excited. I told you the stone little Fluffball found was the prettiest one. Xiaoya widened her eyes at Bai Jiao, but suddenly felt a stabbing pain in her chest and could not help clenching her fists. After the pain eased a little, she looked at an object before her. Yenner, what is that? Young miss, you have sharp eye. This is paint for coloring things. You can paint those stones and give them away as gifts. That's a wonderful idea. If I paint them, the stones will look much prettier. Perhaps even the second young master will like them. By the way, I just saw a young lady in pink get out of a sedan chair. Who is she? The Mountain Lord Festival is about to begin. The tiger clans from the branch families should be arriving one after another. The Mountain Lord Festival is a grand gathering where young tigers of the western region compete for the title of Mountain Lord. Xiaoya tilted her head. So, they're all tigers? Bai Jiao grinned and answered, of course they're all tigers, though none of them have such gorgeous fur as mine. Xiaoya worked faster with her hands. Then I need to make more protective charms to give the guests. They're all Lord Sion's guests, so I can protect everyone. Meanwhile, news arrived in the study. Clan leader, we investigated the Southern Territory matter you mentioned, but no one knows Xiaoya's name. Bai Sion turned his head. Even the Vermilion Bird clan couldn't hide a child so completely that no one knew of her. There are only two possibilities. Either Little Fluffball ran away herself, or she was a child who had never left the Vermilion Bird estate at all. Bai Sion's gaze darkened. Come to think of it, doesn't Kuan Yun have a young daughter? Clan leader, could you be suspecting that Miss Little Fluffball is a child of the Vermilion Bird clan? Why not? They're about the same age. The Vermilion Bird clan's daughter recently turned 9, completed her first coming-of-age ceremony, and was registered into the clan. Her name is Lily. She is the Vermilion Bird clan leader's daughter. There is no reason for her to be hunted down. If we must explain it, could she be a maid serving the Vermilion Bird clan's young lady? That is not impossible. But all we can be certain of now is that Little Fluffball definitely came from the Vermilion Bird clan. Zhulong, last time I gave Little Fluffball a gift. She even sent me a letter in return. She thanked me in it. Look, aren't her handwriting round and adorable? Hey, Zhulong sighed. That still proves nothing. Most importantly, she isn't a tiger. By the way, did you look at the information I brought you about the young ladies from the branch clans? You have nothing but Miss Little Fluffball on your mind. You haven't looked at any of it, have you? Clan leader, before this Mountain Lord festival ends, you must decide how to handle Little Fluffball situation. Just then, Bai Sion's eyes lit up. Xiaoya held a small basket and timidly looked ahead. Lord Sion, I came to see you. Hey Zhulong leaned closer. Why have you come, Miss Little Fluffball? Xiaoya took a stone from her basket. This is the protective charm I promised to give you a few days ago. Oh my, did you paint this yourself? I don't know whether I deserve such a precious gift. Bai Sion bared his teeth in irritation beside him. That fox is truly infuriating. Little Fluffball, you don't need to be so polite to this bad fox. Xiaoya picked up another stone. I specially made one more for Lord Sion. There's even a picture on it. Bai Sion crouched in front of her. You didn't have to go to so much trouble and make another one for me. But, Little Fluffball, why is there a kitten drawn on this? It isn't a cat. Does Lord Sion not like it? I'm sorry, I must have seen it wrong. Looking more closely, it's clearly a tiger. Yes, clan leader. Your eyesight seems to have gotten worse lately. Yes, my eyesight has gotten worse lately. That is exactly why. Little Fluffball, you should come see me often. Xiaoya blinked her big eyes. Can visiting me really help? Of course. Whenever you come, this silent study becomes bright. Xiaoya held her basket happily. I gave a protective charm to everyone I met, so there aren't many left now. I really hope the second young master will like mine. Suddenly, a girl appeared behind her. Who are you? I've never seen you before. The girl was a Lang of the Brown Tiger clan. She looked puzzled. Why don't you look like a tiger? Xiaoya hurriedly lowered her head and bowed. Hello, I'm Xiaoya. Lord Sion brought me here. Lord Sion brought you here? So you're that little fluffball who has been occupying the West Wing. Do you know that the room you live in is reserved for the White Tiger clan's eldest young lady? My father told me that only the most outstanding tiger at this Mountain Lord festival will be qualified to live in the West Wing and become the White Tiger clan's young lady. Xiaoya finally understood. No wonder the White Tiger Manor had only one young lady's room despite having so many living quarters. They had kindly let her temporarily use such a precious room. Xiaoya hurriedly explained, I am not the true owner of that room. I'm only borrowing it temporarily. Don't tell me that someone like you wants to become Lord Sion's daughter too. Look at yourself. You aren't even a beast. You're nothing but a fake tiger. Those words pierced Xiaoya's heart like a needle. You counterfeit who stole the young lady's place. You deceived everyone in this household. The bamboo basket fell from Xiaoya's hands. I never wanted to take that young lady's place. Xiaoya clutched her aching chest tightly. Alang looked at her in surprise. What's wrong? Are you sick? Suddenly, a voice came from behind them. What are you doing? The newcomer was Een Shur Yao of the Een Tiger clan. You Miss Alang of the Brown Tiger clan, correct? I have been looking forward to meeting you, since we are both competing for the West Wing. But I never expected you to bully a weak child who is not even from the Tiger clans. I am truly disappointed. Alang anxiously opened her mouth. I didn't do anything. I really wasn't trying to bully her. Xiaoyao looked at Een Shur Yao. It really was a misunderstanding. Miss Alang didn't bully me. I just don't feel well. Alang turned to look at her. Is that so? Your complexion really does look terrible. But the next second, she quickly backed away, as though avoiding Xiaoya. Don't act so familiar with me from now on. Do you hear? After Alang left, Xiaoya thanked Een Shur Yao. Thank you for your concern, but I truly wasn't bullied. Een Shur Yao bent down to pick up the bamboo basket. If you ever need my help, just tell me. Thank you very much, Miss Een Shur Yao. I'll remember that. When she reached an empty place, Xiaoya slumped against the wall as though all strength had left her. I was always worried how long Lord Science temporarily would last. The true owner of this room will arrive soon, so I'll soon have to leave the White Tiger Manor. Ever since Bai Xian brought Xiaoya home, Bai Jiaxian had secretly watched her from the side. In truth, he had never been good at expressing his feelings. Every day at this time, he would stand by this window and look outside. How strange. She usually walks here after eating, but I haven't seen her at all lately. I even retrieved the stone I threw into the trash, washed it clean, and placed it on the windowsill so she would notice it. Wait, this makes it seem as though I care deeply about that child. I clearly have so many other matters to worry about. A servant appeared behind him. Young master, the Een Tiger clan asked whether you would like to have tea together. How should we respond? Then let's go. Before the Mountain Lord Festival, we should meet with the Brown Tiger clan and the Black Tiger clan. Wait, what are you holding? This is a protective charm Miss Little Fluffball made for me. She painted it herself and even baked it. Didn't you receive one too, young master? Of course I did, and earlier than you. That isn't what I meant. Yesterday, she gathered a pile of stones, painted pictures on them, and gave one to everyone in the White Tiger Temple. Bai Jiaxian's face darkened with resentment. Angrily, he picked up the stone and headed for the door. I don't need these trash-like stones. But when he opened the door, Xiaoya was standing outside. Both of them froze. Xiaoya hurriedly turned to leave. I'm sorry, second young master. Bai Jiaxian looked flustered. Wait, I didn't mean that. But Xiaoya had already run far away. Xiaoya stopped somewhere, panting heavily. That was close. If I had overheard the young master's conversation, I would have made him angry again. But it seems he truly doesn't like that stone. Maybe before I leave the White Tiger Temple, I can make him another protective charm. Suddenly, two little tigers appeared before her. You stupid brown tiger. Are you really a tiger? Do you think I would ever want you as family? I came here only because I was curious. What unlucky tiger would ever want to become family with a stupid tiger like you? Bai Jielv opened his tiger mouth. How dare you call me stupid? Haven't you said enough? Xiaoya's voice interrupted their quarrel. Third young master, what are you doing? Bai Jiao froze for a moment, then happily ran towards Xiaoya. But the brown tiger flew into a rage behind him. You're trying to run away? The next moment, she bit Bai Jiao's tail. Their roughhousing knocked Xiaoya to the ground. You knocked little Fluffball down. The brown tiger also realized she had made a mistake. She sat there without moving. Xiaoya slowly climbed to her feet. Miss Alang, you don't need to worry. I wasn't hurt at all. Alang's tiger tail instantly bristled. Where are you running off to? The next second, she fled at top speed. You're the first person to hug me so tightly. Just you wait. Xiaoya smiled as she watched her leave. From the first time we met, I felt that. Miss Alang seems a lot like the third young master. Bai Jialv looked indignant. I'm like that stupid tiger? How can you say something so cruel? By the way, third young master, there's something I'm very curious about. What exactly does the second young master like? What brother Jiaxian likes? I don't know. Why should I care what that guy who always throws me to master likes? Are you angry, young master? Is it because I said you and Miss Alang are alike? Oh, it seems you really are angry. Do you not want to make up with me? Suddenly, Bai Jialv seemed to notice something. He turned and pounced forward. Why are you hiding here and secretly watching us? Little Fluffball, let go of me. Why are you hugging me? Young master, you mustn't do that. You'll frighten the young lady. Little tigers always roughhouse like this. Have you never seen tigers before? Third young master, I know you did not mean it, but I think you should apologize to Miss Een Shur Yao. Een Shur Yao stared blankly at them. It's all right, third young master. I'm Fina. I was just passing by and happened to overhear your conversation. It seems you're very curious about what Brother Jiaxian likes. Yes, I want to make a protective charm for the second young master because he doesn't seem to like those stones. Bai Jialv looked reluctant. What? You're giving second brother another gift? Ignore him, little fluffball. In Yao spoke then. If you want to know what brother Jiaxian likes, the sky flowers blooming halfway up Tiger Spirit Mountain should do. Brother Jiaxian likes flower arranging. He will definitely like them. The second young master likes flower arranging. I had no idea. Thank you very much, Miss In Yao. Bai Jialv spoke from Xiaoya's arms. Little fluffball, are you going to Tiger Spirit Mountain? When will you go? I'll go with you. I know the way to Tiger Spirit Mountain very well. In Yao called out to Xiaoya from behind. Miss Xiaoya, this is in return for the protective charm you gave me. It was an exquisite little sachet. Thank you very much, Miss In Yao. Bai Jiao picked up the basket in his mouth. Little fluffball, let's go. In Yao watched their departing figures, but an almost imperceptible cold gleam flashed in her eyes. At daybreak, Xiaoya and Bai Jiao were still asleep. Bai Jiaxian stopped Bai Xian, who was about to leave. Bai Xian turned back. You're up early, Jiaxian. If you leave now, you definitely won't return until late at night. I won't be too late, so I need you to watch over the White Tiger Temple carefully. While I'm away, you are the master of the White Tiger Temple. Please rest assured, Father, I will protect the White Tiger Temple well. He Zhulong's voice sounded. The second young master is happiest only when he is with the clan leader. Is that so? He seems more interested in Little Fluffball lately. Miss Little Fluffball? Isn't it the third young master who is interested in Little Fluffball? Bai Xian turned around. Some things can only be seen clearly by a parent. Jiaxian seems indifferent to everything, but his heart is sensitive and delicate. I can tell that ever since Little Fluffball arrived, he has been guarded on the surface, yet secretly full of concern. Little Fluffball may be able to soften Jiaxian's sharp defenses. Xiaoya looked at herself in the mirror in surprise. Yinner, this hairstyle is so beautiful. I also prepared a special lunchbox. Remember to eat if you get hungry. Her eyes were full of concern. You're so adorable, young Mississippi. How can I not worry? Please forgive me for being unable to go with you. It turned out that there was a custom during the Mountain Lord Festival to inspect the Western Forest. Nan Shinho, the representative of the Black Wolf clan, would accompany them. Hu Yinner had to remain at the White Tiger Manor, and therefore could not go to Tiger Spirit Mountain. Hu Yinner looked worried. Young miss, could you please not go? Nan Shinho saw her expression and could not help laughing. Yinner, you can't let the young lady be disappointed over this, can you? Well, there's no helping it. If you're truly worried, I'll lend her one of my treasured possessions. This is the treasure of our Black Wolf clan, the Wind Pearl. It can protect your legs and make them much stronger. Xiaoya was surprised. Can you really lend such a precious thing to me? Of course. This is my thanks for the protective charm you gave me. Bai Jialv and his attendant arrived at that moment as well. Good morning, little fluffball. Are you ready? Hello, I'm Suli. I'll be attending to the young lady today. Good morning, Miss Suli. Nan Shinho lowered her head and carefully instructed Suli. The young lady is in your care. You must take good care of her. Don't worry. I'll look after the young lady well. Then we should depart now. On the road to Tiger Spirit Mountain, Suli turned to Xiaoya. Young miss, do your legs really not hurt? Thanks to the wind Pearl Lord Shinho gave me, they don't hurt at all. The third young master hasn't come here in a long time. Look how excited he is. Bai Jialv suddenly stopped. Little fluffball, there's so many flowers here. Xiaoya pointed ahead. Look over there. I think that looks like a sky flower. Third young master, do you think it looks like a sky flower? Bai Jialv promptly swallowed the flower. This really is a sky flower. Xiaoya looked delighted. There are more over there. Let's hurry. Xiaoya carefully dug up a sky flower. That's great. It wasn't damaged at all. She was completely unlike that fellow who ate every flower he found. Suddenly, a rumbling sound came from behind a large tree. Xiaoya turned to look. It sounds like there's someone over there. But when she looked carefully, there was nothing. Am I just imagining things? Soon, it was lunchtime. Bai Jialv wore the flower crown Xiaoya had made for him, looking unhappy. You never said there would be this kind of punishment. You lost at hide and seek, so now it's your turn to be the seeker. No one will ever catch me. All right, I'll count to 10 and then come find you. But just then, something seemed wrong with Suli. I think my stomach feels a little unwell. I can't ruin the young lady's first outing because of me. I'll return to the White Tiger Temple right away. Young miss, stay here and don't move. The next second, Suli transformed into a gray wolf and sped away. Young miss, I'll be back very soon. Xiaoya watched her leave in surprise. It seems that even without the wind pearl, she can run very fast. I was playing hide and seek with the third young master just now. I need to find him quickly. Suddenly, Xiaoya sensed something behind her. When she turned around, she saw two beasts staring at her intently. The beasts opened their mouths, revealing rows of sharp fangs. In Yao, who appeared kind and friendly, harbored ulterior motives in secret. The unsuspecting Xiaoya was stepping into the trap In Yao had carefully laid. Facing the two ferocious wolves, Xiaoya's mind raced. If I go that way, the beast might hurt the third young master. Today, I have the Wind Pearl Lord Shinho gave me, so I should be able to escape. Xiaoya ran as fast as she could, while the two hungry wolves chased after her relentlessly. Xiaoya looked up at a huge rock. If I climb up there, they definitely won't be able to follow me. With the Wind Pearl's power, I should be able to climb it. Xiaoya used all her strength and finally climbed onto the huge rock. That's wonderful. They really can't climb up. But the next second, Xiaoya looked puzzled. How strange. They were so fierce just now, so why do they look so timid now? Suddenly, Xiaoya felt the ground shake violently. The next instant, she was thrown to the ground. That wasn't a rock at all. It's a demonic beast. Xiaoya looked at the demonic beast and found that her body could not move. But the beast suddenly transformed into a little black bird. It transformed? Could it be a bird beast skin? No, the form it took looks like the form I take after I transform. Suddenly, its body began changing again. This time, it transformed into a black tiger. It ran to Xiaoya, stuck out its tongue, and then rolled around on the ground. Xiaoya understood what it meant. Are you saying you won't hurt me? The little tiger could not speak. It crouched there and shook its head vigorously. The two hungry wolves quietly slipped away after it appeared. Xiaoya looked at the black tiger. Thank you for saving me. She was puzzled. Could it be the thing I felt watching me earlier? But how can it copy our appearances? Is it because it is a demonic beast and possesses a special ability? 8 years ago, the Northern Black Tortoise tribe broke an ancient oath and released monsters from the polluted earth. Those monsters came to be known as demonic beasts. Xian Luo Bai, leader of the Black Tortoise tribe, used demonic beasts as his vanguard and launched an attack on the empire, throwing the entire Taiwan continent into chaos. The empire naturally could not sit idly by and summon warriors from every tribe to declare war on the north. At that time, even His Highness Hua Ying, the eldest son of the Vermilion Bird clan, died on the battlefield. The White Tiger clan leader, too, went to war as the Shadow. When I was little, I only saw them in storybooks. This is the first time I've seen one with my own eyes. They say demonic beasts are very dangerous, but this one doesn't seem bad. Hello, my name is Xiaoya. Why are you here? If you stay here, you'll be in trouble because others may mistake you for an evil demonic beast and hurt you. Looking at the demonic beast, Xiaoya deeply understood the feeling of being misunderstood. But the demonic beast began writing on the ground with its claw. Xiaoya was astonished. You can write too? Your name is Xiaoya? Xiaoya crouched down and nodded. I understand. It's nice to meet you, Xiaoya. Xiaoya looked up at the sky. What should I do now? I clearly said I would return before sunset. Meanwhile, at the White Tiger Temple, In Xiao greeted by Jiaxian. Brother Jiaxian, long time no see. How have you been? Long time no see. Sure he. My name isn't Sure he. I am Xiao. Haha, sorry. I must have gotten mixed up. What if someone misunderstands? They might think you were staying in the West Wing. Bai Jiaxian turned and left without hesitation. Holding his teacup, he was unable to settle his mind. I cannot forget the hurt look on that child's face. Perhaps I could have been gentler. Come to think of it, I have not seen her since we went for a walk last time. I have not seen her all day either. With that thought, he abruptly stood up. Could she have left White Tiger Temple because of what I said? The servant hurried after Bai Jiaxian. Young master, what is wrong all of a sudden? I cannot find her. Where's that girl? Do you mean young Miss Little Furball? She is usually out walking at this hour. That is strange. Now that you mention it, I have not seen her all day either. Not this morning or this afternoon. Inside the room, Huyeno looked at them in surprise. Second young master, why are you here? If you're looking for young miss, she went on an outing to Tiger Spirit Mountain during the day and has not returned yet. It is not dangerous there, and third young master and Suli went with her. But when they turned around, they found Suli looking unwell. Wait, Suli, why are you here? My stomach hurt. Young Miss Little Furball and the young master were together, so I came back by myself. Bai Jiaxian's expression darkened. What? You came back alone? He turned toward the exit. I will go get them myself. But when they reached the door, they saw an unexpected figure. Is that not third young master? Why is he coming down the mountain alone? Brother, why are you going out so late? Have you seen Little Fur Ball? She went up the mountain with you. Bai Jiao realized something was wrong. We were playing hide and seek. I fell asleep while hiding, and when I woke up, Su Li and Little Fur Ball were gone. Even Crazy Pig was gone. I thought she had already gone home. You idiot. So you came back by yourself? Bai Jiaxian flew into a rage. Do you realize what a terrible mistake you have made? And you still have a nerve to cry? Late at night on Tiger Spirit Mountain, the servant kept trying to reassure him. Young Miss will certainly be safe. The beasts on Tiger Spirit Mountain are gentle. She is probably just lost. Bai Jiaxian frowned and thought, I cannot smell Little Furball's scent. That is very strange. Something seems to be stopping me from finding her. Suddenly, Bai Jiaxian transformed into an enormous white tiger. From here on, I must go alone. You should all go back. Meanwhile, Xiaoya was curled up beneath the roots of a tree. Third young master will definitely come looking for me. But this mountain is huge. It will not be easy for him to find me. The next moment, she sneezed from the cold. The mountains are so cold at night. A sachet fell to the ground. Xiaoya picked it up. This is the sachet young Miss Yin Shiyao gave me. Could it be? She looked at the little tiger beside her. Are you cold too? Come here. I will hold you. The next moment, she pulled the little tiger into her arms. Even so, Xiaoya was still shivering all over. The little tiger looked at her face as though it remembered something. Then it wriggled free and ran off. Before long, it came running back with 2 large leaves in its mouth. It laid them over Xiaoya and carefully patted them down. Did you pick these because you were worried I would be cold? You are so kind. It is a good thing you are here. If I were alone, I would probably be scared to death. What should I do now? I promised to return before sunset, and I could not even bring second young master the sky flower. Suddenly, another strange sound came from nearby. The little tiger gave a wary growl. A white streak flashed through the darkness, shattering an invisible barrier. Xiaoya was so frightened that she could not move. She did not know whether it would be like before. Fear immediately filled her heart. But when she looked up, a familiar figure appeared. Bai Jiaxian pulled her tightly into his arms. He held her for a long time without letting go. Though his face looked cold and his words sounded harsh, he was the most anxious person after Xiaoya went missing. Held in by Jiaxian's arms, Xiaoya did not know what to do. What is wrong with second young master? What should I do in a situation like this? The little black tiger silently watched them, its eyes seeming to glimmer. Second young master, I am sorry for making you worry. Bai Jiaxian grabbed her hand, about to scold her, but then discovered that it was freezing cold. Yes, I was truly worried about you, Xiaoya. You were lost alone on the mountain, while I ran around like an idiot. I was afraid I would not be able to find you. I am sorry, Xiaoya. I came too late. Bai Jiaxian took off his outer robe. He gently draped it over Xiaoya. On the way home, he carried her on his back and refused to put her down. Young master, I am really fine. The road is too dark. I am worried you might trip. Xiaoya leaned gently against Bai Jiaxian's shoulder. Second young master's back is so warm, just like Lord Science. I wanted to find you quickly, but it took some time. There was a strange barrier where you were, so I had to break it. Bai Jiaxian looked down. Come to think of it, you have been following us all along, have you not, little black tiger? The little black tiger angrily bit the corner of Bai Jiaxian's robe. Could this little fellow have set up that barrier? Xiaoya looked worried. Second young master, it is not a bad creature. The beasts of Tiger Spirit Mountain attacked me. It was the one who saved me. Bai Jiaxian suddenly fell silent, which made Xiaoya uneasy. Is he angry? Bai Jiaxian suddenly turned around. Were you bitten or hurt anywhere? No, I am fine. Nan Xinho lent me Crazy Pig, so I was able to escape. Bai Jiaxian sighed in relief. I see. You must have been terrified. Xiaoya stared at Bai Jiaxian with wide eyes. His sleeve was torn. He must have been injured while looking for me. Bai Jiaxian turned back to the little tiger, following them. If what you said is true, then it does not seem to be a bad creature. We can leave it alone for now. Also, when I called those stones junk before, I was not talking about your charms. You came to give me those new charms last time, did you not? I have kept the ones you gave me safely, and now they have a matching pair. Really? I thought you had thrown them away. Why would I throw them away? I did not know they were charms you had made, because no one told me. Bai Jiaxian looked regretful. I am sorry. Everything I said earlier was just an excuse. You had just arrived in an unfamiliar place, so you must have felt uncomfortable. Yet I kept treating you coldly. I ignored your sincerity and said such hurtful things. It was all my fault. Xiaoya, can you forgive me? Xiaoya peeked out. She was smiling brightly. I was a little sad yesterday, but I am completely fine now. Really? And today, you came all this way to save me. Thank you so much, second young master. Bai Jiaxian smiled faintly. You are right. It seems I will have to come running over often from now on. Xiaoya, can you stop calling me young master from now on? Can you call me brother instead? The doors of White Tiger Temple opened. Bai Jiaxian looked surprised. Bai Xian gazed at him anxiously, yet with relief. Jiaxian, you did very well. While I was away, you protected White Tiger Temple well. She must be heavy. Let me carry her back to her room. Bai Jiaxian felt Xiaoya's warmth. He smiled. No, father. I will take her back to her room myself. Bai Xian looked astonished, then could not help smiling to himself. It seems their relationship became much closer while I was gone. Then he spotted the little black tiger on the ground. You, why are you here? Inside a room, Yin Shiyao secretly watched the scene. It is not even a tiger. What could be special about it? The other young tigers are either too fierce or uninterested in being adopted. I thought the West Wing would surely be mine. Yet that shabby girl became my rival. If Lord Sion truly decides to adopt her, what will I do? Suddenly, a man emerged from the darkness and knelt before Yin Shiyao. Things have not gone according to plan, have they, young miss? Yin Shiyao hurriedly shut the door. Did you not say that sachet would have a special effect? I did what you told me. So why has it only made things worse? It seems an unexpected variable appeared. Yin Shiyao looked anxious. Everyone in White Tiger Temple is looking after that child now. At this rate, that child will certainly be adopted by the White Tiger clan. The man gave a sinister smile. Do not worry too much. I know the child's weakness. In the room, Hu Yin'er and Nan Xinho were finally relieved. Young miss, thank goodness you are safe. We can finally stop worrying. Xiaoya looked at them both. I am sorry for making you worry. Suddenly, Xiaoya noticed someone outside the window. Bai Jiao was hiding outside, too afraid to come in. Little furball, I was not spying. I just wanted to know whether you were all right after waking up. I am sorry. I was so useless that I could not even protect you. Filled with guilt, he transformed into a little tiger and prepared to leave. But Xiaoya called out behind him. Third young master, do not cry. Am I not perfectly fine? Bai Jiaxian's voice rang out. Do not mind him, Xiaoya. He needs a proper lesson. Looking at the sky flower before him, Bai Jiaxian asked, Xiaoya, did you go to Tiger Spirit Mountain just to find this for me? Second young master, I heard you like sky flowers, so I wanted to give you something you like. Thank you, Xiaoya. But that was far too dangerous. And yesterday, we agreed that you would not call me young master anymore. Use a different name. A blush rose to Xiaoya's face. All right, brother. Suddenly, Bai Jialv appeared from nowhere. Why do you get to be little furball's brother? Bai Jialv rolled around on the ground in a tantrum. I want her to call me brother too. Let me be your brother, little furball. That will not do. You could not even protect Xiaoya. What kind of brother are you? You are a disgrace to tigers. How embarrassing. Get up already. Xiaoya laughed beside them. Brother, I finally understand. You did not say those things because you hated me. Bai Jiao chimed in. Brother was never a bad tiger. You just like saying things that hurt people. Xiaoya looked at Bai Jiaxian. Where did the little one who protected me yesterday go? That little fellow kept following us, but it disappeared at some point. Xiaoya was a little disappointed. It seems it went back. Perhaps that is for the best. If anyone found it, it might be hurt for being an outsider. Bai Jiaxian quietly consoled her. Probably. Did anyone else know about our trip to Tiger Spirit Mountain yesterday? Something is not right. The gentle beast suddenly turned violet, and when I tried to find you, your scent was strangely scattered everywhere, as if something was covering your tracks. Has anyone given you anything suspicious recently? Xiaoya sat quietly on the steps. Should I tell brother about the sachet? It seems to have made the beast violent and blocked my scent. Yin Shiyao must want to move into the West Wing. She must hate me now. Just then, a Lang came up to Xiaoya. Xiaoya, are you all right? I heard you nearly got into serious trouble yesterday. By Jiao, that stupid tiger. How could he leave you alone on the mountain? Xiaoya smiled. You are right. He must be a bad tiger. I should stay away from him from now on. A new young lady will be coming soon. Since I will be leaving anyway, I need to make room before then. Alang was confused by Xiaoya's words. You're leaving? Then would you like to come with me? She grabbed Xiaoya's hand. You are pale and small, and you are not even tiger. But you do not look like a bad child. If I say you're my friend, everyone will welcome you. There is a huge lake where the brown tiger clan lives. You can swim and fish with me. I will always stay with you and never let you get lost. There may be stupid tigers like by Jiao there, but I will protect you. I will not let anyone bully you. So please come home with me. Alang's warmth touched Xiaoya. Thank you, young Miss Alang. If I go with you, can I still visit White Tiger Manor often? Just then, a sedan chair stopped in front of them. Is that Haisha Hui of the Black Tiger clan? She looks upset. She likes young Master Jiaxian and always says she wants to marry him. But if she is registered with the White Tiger clan, she and young Master Jiaxian will become siblings, so she must be unhappy. That is why Yin Shiyao is so confident. Both she and Haisha Hui do not want to join the White Tiger clan. She thought the West Wing would be hers. Alang kept talking, but Xiaoya suddenly saw a little black tail. Is that the little one from yesterday? Xiaoya quickly chased after it. Young Miss Alang, I have something to take care of. Let's talk another day. Xiaoya finally caught up with the little black tiger. Xiaoyao, I knew it was you. Xiaoyao looked happy to see Xiaoya, but Xiaoyao was worried. This place is dangerous. You need to go back up the mountain quickly. It would be bad if someone saw you. But just then, Bai Xian appeared. Xiaoya, it seems you have made a new friend. Oh no, Lord Xian found Xiaoyao. What if he mistakes Xiaoyao for an evil demon? The legendary ferocious demonic beast had transformed into a little black tiger and followed Xiaoya, but Xiaoya feared. It would be hurt for being treated as an outsider. Xiaoya looked at Bai Xian anxiously. Lord Xian, it is not a bad creature. Do not worry, little fur ball. I do not intend to hurt your friend. Besides, I picked it up myself. That was about 7 years ago, I think. So Lord Xian picked this one up too, just like me? Haha, more or less. Xiaoya, why do you keep looking around? It would be bad if someone overheard us, Lord Xian. They might pull out your fur like you were a stray cat. Bai Xian looked awkward. Yes, you will keep my secret, right? I definitely will not tell anyone. Bai Xian looked thoughtfully at Xiaoya, then suddenly scooped her up. Oh my, little fur ball, have you gotten heavier lately? Lord Xian, put me down. I want to get down. I am joking. Little fur ball, you are as light as a feather. I am even worried a strong gust could blow you away, so I hope you will gain some weight. Xiaoya blushed, but it would not do if I got too fat. Bai Xian held Xiaoya in his arms. I will feed you until you are nice and round, then bring you back. Little one, do not make a sound until we return. Jiaxian told me everything. You must have been terribly frightened this time, but you still bravely came back. Xiaoya lowered her head. Actually, young Master Jiaxian carried me back. Thank you very much, Lord Xian. And I'm sorry for making you worry so much over nothing. You do not need to apologize. I should be the one apologizing. On a whim, I brought you here, yet I could not even protect you properly. No, when I came to White Tiger Manor, and even when I was sick, you protected me. Haha, then by that logic, you also protected White Tiger Manor from that group of terrifying ghosts. Not just me. There was also that old fox Zhulong, Jiaxian, Jialf, and many others. Little Furball, thank you for protecting White Tiger Temple. After dinner, Xiaoya walked alone through the corridor. Since young Miss A. Lang and young Miss Haisha, we do not want to be adopted, young Miss Shiyao will probably join the White Tiger clan. If the White Tiger clan learns what young Miss Shiyao did, it could become troublesome. Xiaoya clenched the hem of her clothes. Maybe I should just stay silent. I will be leaving soon anyway. Yin Shiyao's voice suddenly came from behind her. Miss Xiaoya, I was just looking for you, and here you are. Young Miss Shiyao, I have something to say to you too about the sachet you gave me. Haha, Miss Xiaoya, you are quite perceptive. I underestimated you. Did you truly want to hurt me? Yes. What's wrong with that? You are the criminal who stole my life. Are you planning to steal my place too? Yin Shiyao whispered in Xiaoya's ear. Xiaoya looked horrified. How do you know about that? If you do not leave, I will let everyone know that you are actually a thief. So disappear on your own before then. If the people of White Tiger Temple learn of your identity, they will all abandon you overnight, just like the people of the Vermilion Bird Clan did. Can I at least say goodbye to Lord Xian? Just one final word. Stop talking nonsense. This is just a trick to cling here and steal my place. I cannot stand having someone like you stay in the West Wing for another day. Leave quietly tonight. Do not tell anyone. If you are still here tomorrow, I will reveal your secret to everyone. In her room, Xiaoya packed a change of clothes. She gently put away the little tiger Bai Xian had given her. She had thought she could at least say goodbye before leaving, but instead, she now had to sneak away like a fugitive. A rustling came from the bushes outside the window. It was Xiaoyao. It looked delighted to see Xiaoya. Xiaoyao came to see me, but I have to leave now. Xiaoyao made a low rumbling sound. Are you saying you want to come with me? Thank you, Xiaoyao. With you beside me, I do not think I will feel so lonely. Looking at the White Tiger Temple she was about to leave, Xiaoya was overwhelmed with emotion. Lord Sion, thank you for everything you have done for me. But just then, she smelled a familiar scent, the scent of the sachet In Shuryao had once given her. Looking back, she found the fragrance drifting from two sedan chairs. They belonged to Alang and Haisha Hui. Tomorrow happened to be the official day of the Mountain Lord Festival. Xiaoya stepped forward and opened the sedan doors. Sure enough, inside she found sachets identical to the one In Shuryao had given her. Alang and Haisha, we have no interest in the West Wing. Why would In Shuryao harm them? Xiaoya was conflicted. I do not want people to know that I used to be that bad child. But remembering Bai Sion's gentle face and caring words, Xiaoya's eyes became resolute. Compared with that, I hate seeing innocent people harmed even more. Xiaoyao, you are stronger than all the fierce beasts on the mountain, right? Then can you help me? Xiaoyao looked determined and gave a low rumble in agreement. In his study, Bai Jiaxian held a book but could not focus on it. He thought about what happened earlier that day. Xiaoya, did anyone else know about our trip to Tiger Spirit Mountain yesterday? Xiaoya had said she did not know, but from her expression, she seemed to know who had done such a dangerous thing. Yet that kind child could not bring herself to say it. Then I will find them and deal with it myself. That is what an older brother should do. Only Xiaoya and the others had gone to Tiger Spirit Mountain that day. But the object made the beasts roar in fury and erased Xiaoya's scent. Under Father's lead, everyone called her Little Fur Ball and cherished Xiaoya. So the person at White Tiger Temple who most wanted Xiaoya gone must be. A servant arrived, interrupting his thoughts. Young master, these stones have just been fired. Xiaoya's face had been carved into the stones. Bai Jiaxian looked at them, and a smile crept across his face. I spent all day investigating who was behind this, so I did not see Xiaoya at all today. That is the perfect excuse. Xiaoya, are you asleep? It is Jiaxian. Bai Jiaxian knocked on the door for a long time, but there was no response. He pushed it open and walked in. At this hour, Xiaoya could not possibly be away from her room. A dreadful feeling rose within him. Could she have disappeared again? Bai Jiaxian forcefully pushed open a door. In Shuryao turned around. Brother Jiaxian, why are you here so late? Bai Jiaxian charged straight toward her. Where is Xiaoya? Do not think I do not know that you planned all of this. Why are you looking for that child in my room? I do not know what she told you, but I know nothing about this. That is right, young master. You cannot treat our young lady this way, just because of that lowly child's words. How dare you call her lowly? Xiaoya is father's guest, and she is my. Bai Jiaxian suddenly stopped. He did not seem to know what to call Xiaoya. Hearing the commotion, nearby servants hurried over, and Bai Sion arrived as well. You two step aside. Let me through. It is already bedtime. Why are you making such a racket? Father, Xiaoya seems to be missing. I cannot smell her scent anywhere. I suspect In Shuryao did something to Xiaoya. Bai Sion froze, at a loss for what to do. Alang rushed in just then. You said Xiaoya is missing? She promised to go with me. Bai Jiaxian was startled. Go with you? Where are you going? Xiaoya told me that the West Wing would soon have a new owner, so she could not stay here anymore. She agreed to return home with me. Xiaoya told you that? It is obvious someone was targeting Xiaoya and made the beasts in the forest turn violent. Do not make accusations without proof. If we are suspecting people, everyone is a suspect. Alang and Haisha Hui both came for the Mountain Lord Festival. Since the candidate for the West Wing had not been decided, the beasts of Tiger Spirit Mountain became extremely violent. Could that child not have been lying? Just then, a servant rushed in. Clan leader, come outside quickly. Young Miss Little Furball. She's being chased by beasts. Those beasts are raging mad. Bai Sion rushed toward the door. Xiaoya saw him and shouted, Lord Sion, run. After In Shuryao threatened her, Xiaoya had planned to leave quietly on her own, but she accidentally found the sachets hidden in the sedan chairs. These sachets drove the beasts of Tiger Spirit Mountain into a frenzy. In her urgency, she chose to risk herself to expose the plot. Xiaoya clung tightly to Shuyao's fur as it transformed into a black wolf. Good. The beasts have caught the scent of the sachets, and they are following me perfectly. When I was very, very young, I once cried after being cast out of the manor because a household servant had embezzled its property. After learning the truth, I understood that discerning right from wrong and stopping evil deeds are not bad things. As a direct descendant of the Vermilion Bird clan, protecting the southern region is your duty. Hurting others cannot be tolerated. Although father abandoned me, I know he was telling the truth then. And Lord Sion would surely want me to do this too. In Xiaoyao's heart, Bai Sion was broad-minded and always tolerant and caring toward others. Riding Xiaoyao, Xiaoyao finally reached White Tiger Temple, and Bai Sion saw her on Xiaoyao's back. Xiaoyao's goal was to let everyone see that these sachets could drive the beast mad. Now she had achieved it. What should she do next? Lord Sion run, but Bai Sion suddenly sped up. In the next instant, he stood before Xiaoya, alone against the beast horde. Facing them, Bai Sion shouted angrily, "All of you, back off!" The beasts that had been so ferocious moments ago instantly became as docile as little dogs. Bai Sion sheathed his sword, and the beasts scattered. Xiaoya let out a deep breath on Xiaoyao's back. Bai Sion walked over and pulled her into his arms. "You little cotton puff, why are you not asleep? Why did you run somewhere so dangerous?" At that moment, Xiaoyao resolved to tell the truth. Looking at Yin Shiyao, she said, "It was this sachet. When I carried it into Tiger Spirit Mountain, the beast there became agitated and chased me." Bai Jialv immediately agreed. "That is right. Yin Shiyao gave this sachet to Little Furball before, and I also found the same scent drifting from the sedan chairs of the other young ladies. I was worried something dangerous would happen tomorrow, so I had to warn everyone." Yin Shiyao interrupted Xiaoya. "These are all lies. Back in the southern region, she stole someone else's identity. She is a criminal who stole what belonged to someone else and ran away. Are you going to believe her? The Vermilion Bird clan does not speak of it, but everyone in the clan knows. She stole the identity of the Vermilion Bird clan's youngest daughter and was driven out after being exposed. And now she wants to frame me for no reason, just to seize the West Wing." Xiaoya clenched her fists. "I knew that if I told the truth, young Miss Shiyao would expose my secret. But if I pretended not to see this, that would hurt even more. I cannot pretend. I do not know what will happen tomorrow. Lord Sion, these sachets were found in young Miss A. Lang's and young Miss Haisha Huey's sedan chairs. They smell exactly like the sachet young Miss Shiyao gave me." But Bai Sion looked puzzled. "Little Furball, did you truly smell something here?" Yin Shiyao smiled smugly. "Even from this close, there is no scent at all. She really is a liar. How foolish. The sachets do not give off any scent whatsoever." Bai Sion handed one to Zhulong. "Take this to Sister Sluo immediately and have her inspect it. If anyone can find something, it is Sister Sluo of White Tiger Temple.